strict parents. You're your own person, you kind of make your own decisions, you can't protect them from everything.
I didn't go to a single house party.
You think it's gonna happen to you?
Yeah, she needs to learn to calm down. I'm a bit older now, I wanna go do this and that.
Oh, just stay at home then. Like, at home you're safe.
Oh yeah, safe. Can't go out anymore.
We're gonna transition from drill to complete opposite side, strict parents.
Okay,
Talk to me. So for me, I'll say parents are strict with obviously good intentions. Obviously they don't want their child to get hurt, you know. They want to look after you. Cool. I think there's a certain level, you know, when you get a certain age, you're your own person, you kind of make your own decisions, you can't protect them from everything.
Yeah.
Girls in the last podcast said you're not gonna know if fire's hot until you touch it.
You're not gonna know that fire's hot unless you touch it. You know,
Exactly.
it's just one of those things.
It's true, innit?
Yeah.
You know, you have to experience that yourself.
What's analogy? Yeah, that's a good one.
Fam, it's true. Like they have to learn for themselves, innit?
Yeah.
For me, like, I know, like, if I have a daughter, I'll be protected. I can't lie. Like, I know it. Even family, everything. Like, I love my family, everything, so wholeheartedly. But you have to kind of let them do their own thing at some.
Would you say you'd be more protected over your daughter or your son?
Probably daughter, innit? Just because it's my.
But why? They're both the same. People are people, bro.
Yeah, this is what we can. I can throw back to you. That obviously women are technically more physically weaker.
You can't say something like that, bro.
No. Scientifically, they are. In terms of muscle mass, I saw it. Search it. I'll put it on the screen. It's true. Women are physically weaker. Like men will do conflicts like physically. Women will do it like more gossiping and chatting shit.
I read somewhere that men will attack you physically, whereas women will attack you mentally.
Yeah, it's
I
true.
read that somewhere.
It's true. You know, it's psychology. We've both done it from a young age. Women understand that they're physically weaker, so the way how they get to other girls.
I learned it. It's more like
it's status, social status.
No,
That's why they chat shit.
It's not evolutionary trait, but I think girls but they have that in their mind to think, I'm gonna win this battle with my mind rather than my strength.
And that's why so many girls do emotional manipulation. I would say, there's a certain point of, you know, that you can be so strict with your child. If I look at myself, I'll say my parents are quite lenient.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I would say, obviously my sister, you know, probably gets away more than I would at my age just because I'm the first child that experienced everything. I think after the second child gets it a bit easier. Third child as well, maybe not in your case, which you can talk about, but I think that's naturally how it is. I'd say, you know, obviously tell me where you're going, what you're doing with who, etc. Of course, even at this age, you know, my mum would be disappointed if I didn't tell her. Sometimes I don't. It is what it is. But like, I would say we were quite lenient. If I was scale from 10 being very strict to 0, I'd say 3, 4. Quite good. Yourself, what number? What number are you giving?
What, 10 the highest? 11, fam.
11.
It was annoying.
So that's why you went uni, man.
No, not even that. Like, people say I left home just to be free. I don't really care. Like, obviously, growing up in like secondary sixth form, I didn't go to a single house party.
Nothing.
Like, I went out, but like, I didn't go to a single house party or drink up more.
What was your parents' reasons for that?
Bullshit. I can't lie.
It's fake.
Bullshit. Like, ages ago, my mum always says the same story about friends and
like, bad influence or something.
Not even bad influence. She's like, at the end of the day, there's no true friends in this world. I'm like, cool. That's for you, but I trust my friends personally.
Yeah.
And she has this whole thing. Obviously, some time ago, not even a family member, another guy, her friend's son that she knew, something was happening to him because of his friends, and that's the same story she uses over and over and over again. Like,
I hate you.
He did
understand
this and this happened to him because of his friends.
And she thinks it's gonna happen to you.
Yeah, but she needs to learn to calm down. So like, obviously, I haven't got to go out that much, and I wasn't really too fussed. Like, I don't really care. I used to stay at home anyways. Like, I was kind of introverted, kind of.
Yeah.
Like, or I'm kind of both. Like, if I'm gonna be alone, I'll be alone. If I don't, I don't, innit? It doesn't really matter. And then after, like, during sixth form, I'm like, there's more I actually want to go to.
Yeah.
Because I'm like,
So
18.
you're indifferent about it before, and now you're
Yeah.
like, yeah. Let me.
I'm like, I'm older. I'm a bit older now.
Yeah.
I want to go do this, and that, and I'm just annoying because she'd just be like, oh no, it's too late, all this crap, and I'm like, oh yeah, I don't really care. Like I wanted to go, but I wasn't too pressed about it. And I remember one time, I must have asked just to go.
Sorry, man.
No, something chill at like 8. She's even just bare jarring about it. I'm like, oh yeah, safe. Can't be asked anymore. That was like the tipping point where I got pissed off that she said no. Like before she said no, I'm like, oh yeah, cool.
Nah, yeah,
Don't
definitely,
care.
man. It's not,
But-
not like you're disrespecting.
Yeah,
anything,
but
man. Definitely.
when she said no to that, just nothing at 8 p.m. come back probably like what 12. She was just like, no, that was the tipping point for me.
Yeah, I
Where
understand.
I just like, I don't care anymore. I'm gonna do what I want and see if I can get away with it. And obviously went to uni, got a taste of not the free life, but just do whatever I want, come on whenever I want. Like I got used to it to an extent.
Yeah.
And then obviously my first year got cut short, lockdown happened, couldn't really go out anyway. And then last year summer, I went out way more than I did in my past, whatever.
So do you think because of maybe uni as well, maybe that time away, your mum kind of saw that, he's the man, you do
Yeah,
whatever.
probably.
So how are things now? Calm.
Yeah,
Jump out when you want, more or less.
I think this whole summer that we've just had, like since I've finished second year, I've been out way more, and she's starting to not care less, but
Yeah,
you're
it
right,
happens in time, man.
yeah, like yesterday
There's so much you can do.
was the first time I went clubbing in London. Like I've been clubbing in Kent, but yesterday was the first time I went clubbing in London.
Yeah,
And I got home at 3 and she didn't really care.
yeah.
So I'm like, oh yeah, cool. it's getting better, but before she
Shit
did
still.
this,
Yeah.
and like, see, I went out, came home at 3. What happened? Nothing.
Yeah.
All them years of torture for
I think
nothing.
again, it's in definitely heart in the right place. I'm sure your mum's so loving and everything, but it's just like they'll never see or they'll never really understand. They'll judge it on their perspective or from my experience, like whatever she said with her friend, this happened, blah blah blah, And if I tell my mum like, oh, I'm probably not gonna go, she'll kind of push me to just stay at home then.
Yeah.
Naturally, see what I mean? Because at home you're safe, right?
Yeah.
That's just naturally, I think, how they are. I think it's in a good place. But I think, obviously, yeah, your mum in time, tolerance went down. She's like,
She calmed down, innit?
that's it, man.
She got calm.